that ball.
Rambo Radio with your host, Gen T.
Fuck, I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, fucking Jen is a warlord.
I'm fucking coming for you.
Now I feel poo coming out of my bum. So it's a lot right now. Yeah, it's a lot.
If you ever been bored, got a long drive in store, may I recommend Rambo Pro Radio. Whether sober or high, or you just wanna die, tune in to the station called Rambo Pro Radio. Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for tuning in. Rambo Pro Radio now. Oh, and now back to the show. It's the first of its kind, dumber than Bumble Live. If you like podcasts, don't listen to this one. It's terrible, horrendous, borderline offensive. Just turn it off while you're still listening. Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for tuning in. Ramble Power Radio, yo. Oh, and now back to the show. We will melt your brain, melt your brain, melt your brain. Ramble Power Radio. We will melt your brain, melt your brain, melt your brain. Ramble Power Radio. Ooh, and now back to the show.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Rambo Pro Radio. I am your host, Gen T. Twitter and Instagram at Gen T523, but nobody cares about that. It's all about YouTube, Gen T TV. I am there. I live there. I am posting. There's thousands of videos of things happening in my life. So if you're bored, go subscribe and watch things, comment, share, complain. You know the whole bit, because this is how I make it to the top, you understand? I can't do it alone. Friends, oh boy, here we are. We just so many things are happening. And all I wanted to do was stay home this weekend, which I did. I became a complete and utter vegetable for the first time, and I couldn't remember when. But I basically stayed home and binge watched the P. Diddy documentary, which was just terrible. I mean, terrible in a good way, but terrible for all the victims and everybody he's hurt. And then I watched 4 seasons of The Mayor of Kingstown. And then I started watching season 1 of Landman. I've been waiting so long. The time came. I had to sign up for Paramount. And, I wasn't signing up for Paramount for just any reason. I'm ready for the UFC. You understand? We're all tired of ESPN. So we're all ready for the big move. UFC is moving to Paramount, and that's where the fights will be. So I want to be there. You understand? I just wanted to make sure I was all situated. So Black Friday, I got all set up. And, man, TV can be a hell of a drug. No, I figured this was just one of those weekends where I needed to just not really be responsible for too many things, and just kind of hang out. I just felt my soul needed to recharge and just lie down. And hopefully I don't have anything to do this weekend, and I would wish to repeat what I did. But something tells me, no, I was productive. I did go to my ceramics class, and I made two lopsided ramen bowls. I painted my coffee cup and my saucer, and that turned out fantastic. A little lopsided, but we're getting there. And then, I just busted out 2 ramen bowls. What's up? I should have tried to make them bigger now that I think about it in hindsight. But I was just so nervous that I was going to fail again that I probably made them too small, because once you put them in the fire, they shrink. So hopefully it will be nice and large enough to have some decent ramen in there. But anywho, I was mentioning being afraid and so fearful that the thing would collapse. And so my teacher, who is my coworker, shout out to the homie Lenny, he busted out the most badass vase you've ever seen. And in the process of completing this badass vase, the whole thing just fell apart right before our eyes. And I was like, the most beautiful thing has fallen apart. Oh my God. But it is what it is. You just handle it like a champ. And he said, I'll make something else later. And I'm like, damn. It's kind of crazy, because when things don't work out for me, I'm like, no, I don't ever want to do this again. But somebody made an excellent point, and that is, don't be afraid to try. Be afraid of not trying at all. And I thought about that. I said, man, people that fail or failure, people that make mistakes, at least they tried. At least they tried. Versus somebody who didn't try at all. So we don't even know what their potential could be, because they were too scared to even start. So I thought about, okay, you know what? I really want to make this ramen bowl. And I told my coworker, I said, when I see you in class, I'm going to make a ramen bowl. Watch. And he goes, okay, whatever. He don't take me seriously, because he already knows. He knows, like, anything can happen, right? It's not guaranteed. And so obviously I didn't make the best ramen bowl. I saw a little Japanese kid in the corner make a badass ramen bowl that was perfectly even. But, I gave it my best shot. I tried. And even though I failed, I didn't. It might be lopsided, but I still made it. I'm going to paint it. And I'm going to finish it. And I'm probably going to eat ramen out of it. So I want to just pass the word on to you out there that don't be afraid to try something. I mean, obviously, if it's like drugs or something, I don't know about that. Especially now, everything got fentanyl in it, so I don't recommend that. But if like some sort of challenging project, or maybe there's something you're interested in learning, I would say challenge yourself and see what you can create or explore, and don't be afraid to fail, because that means at least you tried. At least you tried. Speaking of failure, I had ordered some jiu-jitsu clothes from a certain team who shall be named B Team from Austin, Craig Jones's company. And I love Craig Jones. I've spent so much money on this man and his designs. And Black Friday, the website was on special. And so I thought, oh man, let me capitalize on this moment and scrounge up on some jiu-jitsu clothes that I wanted to get in the past, but I just couldn't afford. And so it's affordable now. So I decided to order a bunch of stuff from them. And, because humans are involved in the process. Apparently, the people that work for Mr. Craig Jones decided, instead of putting my stuff in a box, because I had so much stuff, they decided to put my items in bags and tape the bags together, and not tape the bags together like you should tape something that should stick together. And maybe they did, and somebody at the post office decided to keep my jiu-jitsu clothes. Well, shout out to you, because you have a rash guard that says cocaine on it in Spanish. You have a rash guard that says Mountain Dudes on it. You have a rash guard that says Cuck Aleers. So kudos to whoever at the post office. Oh, and they also have my fleece jacket with stars on it. So most straight men would never wear that jacket. So if you would be so kind to send my Cuckleers rash guard home with me, please. But I guess what gets me is that, they failed B team, whoever works for Craig, because I know it's not Craig personally. Craig's in Barcelona right now doing jiu-jitsu seminars, and God bless him. He's, paying these people to run his store. But, unfortunately, it's never a good idea to tape two packages together, because unless you're going to use the whole roll of tape on the package, it's going to come apart, because the post office don't give a fuck. Okay, they're throwing the shit around, they run it over, they stomp on it, they pull it apart, they check it to make sure no drugs in there, and then they send it on its way. Well, for whatever reason, these people decided to tape heavy things together in two bags, and, one bag made it to my house. So, and after 12 emails and no phone calls, even though I gave him my phone number, hopefully I don't get no dick pics, but whatever, it is what it is. 12 emails later, the confession was made that there were two packages taped together, which God damn, I had my eBay store for 10 years, and it only took me one time to learn that I had taped a package together and it got lost. So you just don't do that. And, this is a well-established business, and it's quite shocking to me that nobody had the ineptitude to put several $100s worth of product into a box, because it's too heavy to tape together. So, for whatever reason, they are claiming that they taped it together, which the one package that I did receive did have tape on it. So, but apparently the postman decided to keep my other package. So, and you know what? Maybe he should, because the person who taped the package only used 3 pieces of tape. And, if you're going to tape two heavy things together, you better use half the damn roll on the package to make sure that it makes it to where it needs to go. And so if it's taking a plane trip from Austin to Shits Bernardino, it needs to be taped correctly. And so, well, first of all, it should be in a box. Shouldn't even be taped. That's one. But if you are going to tape it and be cheap with shipping, it needs to be thoroughly taped. 3 pieces of tape is not going to hold 2 heavy packages together. That's just smarts here. You know what I'm saying? So it just bums me out that now I have to go to the post office based on a mistake that the B team that Craig Jones's company made. I now have to go to the post office and file a claim. And if you've ever filed a claim at the post office, you're pretty much fucked. Okay, they don't give a shit. There's too many hands. There's too many stops. This shit could be anywhere. Okay, it could be in a post worker's home right now. It could be in the trash can. It's lost. Okay, it's gone. So now I'm out of $100+ worth of stuff, and it sucks, because now when I go to make a claim at the post office, they are going to dick me around. They are, because we've been down this road before. My mom mailed what did she mail? She mailed a Mickey Mouse figurine. And my cousin never got it. And then the mail marked it as delivered, even though she never received it. So, the post office can be a bit shady. And it's disappointing to me that because of somebody else's negligence, I now have to go deal with the consequences of this negligence. And it sucks. It really fucking sucks. And, I don't mean to be this type of person. I'm fat and jolly, and I'm trying to see what the lesson is learned here, what the lesson is. I'm trying to see what the lesson is. And, I'm just like, I'm just saying a prayer, even though most people get screwed with the post office. They lose your stuff. It's gone. It ain't coming back. I'm hoping somebody will find it and throw it in the mail and send it to me because I would like to have it. I don't want to have to file a claim because I know I'm never going to get my money back. It's just going to be a bunch of paperwork. They're going to give me the runaround, the whole whoop-de-fucking-whoop. Any kind of federal institution, their job is to fuck over the people. Am I wrong here? That is their job. Their job is to fuck over people. So I'm just like, man, of all the years that I've been mailing stuff, I've gotten so lucky. And I guess I would have liked to have not happened to me. But, I guess it was only a matter of time. And I can't even say that the package was stolen because the mailman literally handed the package to my mom and I was there within 5 minutes to get it from my mom. So I know that the actual postman didn't take it. Unless he did, he's pretty fucking shady. But, I'm just trying to I'm trying to figure out, should I go on OfferUp and see if somebody posted my shit on there? Like, what's going on? I gotta buy back my shit. It's being held ransom in fucking Colton or something. I don't know, man. It's just a bummer. I would have wished people would have done a better job on the shipping end of this situation. And I'm just hoping that somebody out there is honest and they do find it and they do send it to me, even though, like I said, with the Mickey Mouse figurine my mom sent my cousin, she never got it. They marked it as delivered. And, that was that. And it has never been seen since. So, I've reached a crossroad where I'm like, okay, let me just, be patient, trust the process, and go to the post office and file a claim. And then, of course, I'm hoping something will happen, but something tells me no. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. America, go ahead. It would just be too easy, for the company to do the right thing and try and help me track it down. But they were very adamant on, it's not our responsibility. You need to file a claim. And I'm like, okay, thanks for fucking nothing. And note to self, never ordering again from this website. I'm sure I will still order Craig Jones products, but I'll just order it from another website or maybe another seller. That way I am insured delivery. Oh man, just what a bummer, right? You work hard, you spend your money on something, you would like to receive it. Now, I can't say that I didn't receive anything. I did receive pants and a jacket, but where's the rest of my jiu-jitsu clothes, man? What are we doing? What are we doing? So, I was very tempted to get on a plane to go to Austin because I do have some vacation time coming up. And, I don't mind visiting some friends and then actually go into this warehouse and be like, what in the name of Zeus's butthole are you guys doing down here? Put the blunt down and let me show you how to mail something. But, this is, like I said, I'm trying to find the lesson here, but we're going to be patient and take it up with the proper channels since the seller is air quotes, not liable or doesn't want to honor the sale. So we're going to go to the postman and see what they did. And, I'm just hoping somebody has turned this in or it turns up and they mail it to my house. I would like to get my stuff, but something tells me that my shit is gone. And it makes me sad because now I have to reorder the stuff again and it's not on sale. So I'm going to have to pay full price to get my items. You hear that? I'm going to have to pay twice to get my shit. Oh, God. Oh, damn it. Unbelievable. I mean, I was just sick to my stomach, and I tried calling them. I tried giving them my phone number, and they're like, we don't correspond on the phone. I'm like, what kind of business doesn't correspond on the phone? You got an address. You're asking me for my number. You asked for my telephone number, but you don't want to give me yours. That's kind of crazy. But, all I can do is be positive and leave it up to the man. If I'm meant to have my stuff that I paid for, that I worked hard for the money to buy that stuff, if it's meant for me to have it, then I will have it. Oh, man. And speaking of work, it's time for Customers of the Week. And, this lady was just... I don't even know where to begin. Oh, man. Man, oh, man. So, my lovely African-American family, yes, have come into the store, and I'm just minding my own business. And, this lady and her husband come up to me and you go, how y'all doing? I was like, hello, how can we help you? She goes, let me ask you a question, baby. And I was like, oh, no. Why, God, why? I want to ask you a question, baby. She said to me, if you got a friend who buys you 4 Tupperware tops and 1 Tupperware bottom, you think that's an accident or deliberate? And I was like, you wait a minute, Ma, you came into a vitamin store. Do you have a vitamin question? You're asking me about Tupperware. I don't know about Tupperware other than that it holds my food after I'm done making it. I'm sorry, what? Let me ask you a question, baby. If your friend give you Tupperware with 4 tops, you think that's an accident or intentional? And I was like, well, let me ask you a question. Do you have a dog? And she just went, what? And I was like, yeah, if you have a dog, like I have a dog, my dog just ate my Tupperware top. So I would appreciate the extra tops. She was like, no, baby, no. I'ma ask your coworker. She an old lady. I'ma ask her. And I was like, thank God, because the alcohol from your fucking breath was putting me to sleep. Oh, this lady was drunk. She's like, excuse me, Miss Lady. If your friend sent you 4 Tupperware tubs, do you think that's an accident or intentional? And I said, sounds like you need to go to people's court. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. She goes, nah, this old lady right here, Miss Lady, she knows the answer. You're too young to know the answer. I was like, what? Oh my fucking God. And I'm just standing there. So she's asking her the questions. She's asking my coworker. So I'm just politely, normally I wouldn't say nothing, but I politely started humming the theme song to People's Court. I was like, and she's like, what you think, Miss Lady? Your friend sends you 4 Tupperware tops? You think that's an accident or deliberate? And my coworker was like trying to stock some socks on the shelves. She was just like, well, I'm not really sure, but we have some socks here. They're on special. And the lady's like, no, it's deliberate. I prayed in the name of Jesus. My friend, I took her in. I provided her with hospitality, Thanksgiving dinner, leftovers. And you know what she did, girl? She stole my Tupperware tops. And she stole my sink stoppers. I can't even stop the sink. The water won't stay in the sink, baby. She took the bottoms off, and it don't stop the water. What kind of friend is that? I was like, oh, shit. I was like, damn, I think you need to go to People's Court. She's like, I'm gonna leave you to go to court, but I'm judging. I'm gonna let the one and only judge, the Lord Jesus Christ himself, take care of her. That's karma, baby. That's karma. We ain't going to no court, okay? I could be a mean friend and send her a bill, but I'm not. I'm gonna leave it up to the Lord Jesus Christ. He's the one true judge, okay? And that lady gonna get what's coming to her. Can you believe that? She stole the bottom to all of my sink stoppers. Some friend she is, but I'm not gonna judge her. I'm not gonna judge her. I'm gonna let the Lord take care of it. And I said, well, I'm going to People's Court. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Oh my God. So while she's just going off on drunken rant, I look at her husband and he's trying to pretend like he's not listening. And I was like, hello, sir, how you doing? And he just looked at me with his eyes just got super big. He's like, hello. And I was like, did you need some help, sir? Oh, no, I'm with her. I was like, damn, I could hear the disappointment in his voice. She's like, in the name of Jesus, I'll tell my friend I don't judge you, but the Lord gonna get you. The Lord gonna get you. You don't send your friend 4 Tupperware tops on purpose. Where the rest of the Tupperware at? And I was like, well, you didn't say that. You just said 4 Tupperware tops. If she didn't send you the bowl to go with it, then yeah, I'd be pissed. She goes, baby, she only sent me 4 times. 4 times. That woman is the devil, but I'm not going to judge her. Oh, shit. I was like, God damn, lady. Well, we just work here. We sell vitamins. We know nothing about what's happening. We don't know about your Tupperware tops. We don't know about your friend. I let her stay at my house, and this is the thanks I get. She just kept going on, and I was like, okay, well, if you need help with anything else, just let us know. And so I was minding my own business, and she goes, baby, come here. And I was like, oh boy. So I come around the corner and she's looking at the deodorant and she goes, "What's this crystal shit?" And I was like, "Oh, it's deodorant." And she goes, "This rock is a deodorant? What'd you do with this rock?" And I was like, "Well, you take the top off and you rub the rock on your armpits." She's like, "What kind of crap is that? I could get a rock outside and rub it on my armpit. That's not going to keep the stink away." I was like, "Oh, Jesus, God." She's admitting she's stinky. Oh, man. I was like, "Oh, no." I was like, this is a special kind of crystal that has like stuff in it to keep your armpits from being smelly. It's a deodorant, but it's made out of a crystal." She goes, "That's some kind of white people bullshit." He's like, "That shit don't work. I can tell by looking at it. Y'all just got a rock and you rubbing it on your armpits or something. Praise Jesus. Where's the Old Spice at?" I was like, "Oh, ma'am, we don't carry that. You have to go to Walmart across the street." She's like, "You don't have Old Spice here?" She's like, "Come on, honey, let's go. They don't have Old Spice here." My man's looked like he was being held captive. I was like, "Hey, sir, how you doing?" Oh. Oh. Maybe his hello was help. Help. Hello, help. Damn it. I was just wilding out. I was like, "Yo, this is crazy, man. You got 4 Tupperware tops. Is that an accident or on purpose?" I was like, "God damn, man. I'm just a regular Joe. You know what I'm saying? I'm barely making minimum wage here. Why are you asking me about Tupperware?" Some current events. So I finished the P. Diddy documentary. And I finished all 4 seasons of Mayor of Kingstown. And I started watching Landman. And I gotta say, what fantastic shows. The P. Diddy documentary, holy shit. Fucking dark. I told you guys, dark. It gets worse. But most important, I forgot about some things like, it was always a rumor that Diddy was attempting to harm Kid Cudi for going out on a date with Cassie. But it is indeed true. It is confirmed by Diddy's former assistant that, and you can watch this on the video, that basically he allegedly kidnapped her and brought her to Mr. Cudi's house and was attempting to look for him, and he had a gun. Diddy had a gun. He was looking for Kid Cudi. He was going to shoot him. Allegedly. And so I'm like, damn, I totally forgot that there was a little bit where P. Diddy and Cassie broke up and Cassie was dating Cudi. That was kind of like a known thing. And Mr. Diddy, Papa Diddy Pop, Mr. Love, Brother Love did not like that and was attempting allegedly to murder him. But, you just really get to know. And I can't really say you really get to know, but you get to see the eyewitness accounts, the jurors, different people that have worked with him. Maybe, possibly, I don't know if they're family members, but basically, this guy is not a good guy. And I want to believe, but every moment I would watch, like every 10 minutes, I would just get hit with another bomb. Like, this guy's a scumbag. And I was like, well, maybe he's changed his ways. No, this guy's a scumbag. Every 10 minutes, he was just like, oh yeah? And then I did this. Probably the worst thing I heard on that documentary was the fact that Diddy, I don't want to spoil too much for you guys, but basically when you see Diddy come out and perform I'll Be Missing You at the MTV Awards after Biggie was killed, and he's doing his little goofy ass dance, right? I didn't realize that Diddy had build Biggie's estate to pay for the funeral. Here you are. This is supposed to be your best friend. Your best motherfucking friend. And this best friend made you a lot of fucking money. You mean to tell me that you could not spare a dime to pay for his funeral, knowing that his mother is poor? She can't afford this. You mean to tell me that you took money from this man's estate, who he has a child with, that needs caring for? You took money from them. You made money. You made the estate of your dead friend pay for his own funeral. That's fucking crazy, bro. That's crazy. P. Diddy, Papa Diddy, Papa, Mr. P. Diddy, Brother Love is worth millions of dollars. You mean to tell me that you couldn't pay for the fucking funeral? And let's say you didn't have to pay for the whole thing. What if you paid for part of it? And then the family picked up the rest. But this was supposed to be your brother, your best friend, your ride or die. If my best friend died and I was worth millions of dollars, I'm paying for that funeral. That's my homie. I want to see him buried the best way possible. Whatever he wants. If he wants to be cremated, if he wants to be in a casket, if he wants to be loaded onto a boat and pushed out to sea and we shoot flaming arrows at the body, whatever this man wants, I'm paying for it. Because that's my homie. That's what I would do. Whatever he wants, and he knows that I got millions of dollars and I can help out, I'd pay. Mr. Diddy, Papa Diddy Pop, was like, nah, I'm not paying for shit. And then on top of that, has, if I'm not mistaken, has Biggie's royalties. So technically, Diddy was getting paid on both ends. He was, the manager for Biggie. So he's getting paid a manager fee from Biggie. And then he's a producer. So he gets a producer fee, which they did talk about that, is if he has anything to do with the record, he takes a producer cut. How disgusting. I mean, he basically robbed his friend. This man is, I don't know if there's a place in hell for this man. He might get there and the devil goes, sorry, estoy ocupado. We're full, Jack. You got to go below. This guy is just sinister. And if you haven't seen it, please check it out. It's something. It's something to hear. Mayor of Kingstown. So I started watching this about 2-3 years ago on Amazon Prime. So the first season was free. And these motherfuckers, this is how they get you. They made the first season free, and then after you watch it and you get hooked, then you got to go, okay, if you want to watch the rest of the seasons, you got to pay. And I'm like, no, I don't want to pay. I don't want to pay. But they finally fucking got me. Black Friday, I signed up for Paramount for $2.99 a month, something, for a couple months. So I was like, oh, this is totally worth it. $3 a month for all these good shows. We on it, Jack. We on it. So I binge watched all 4 seasons, and it is good. It has got, I think his name is Jeremy Renner. He's the dude who played Nighthawk in Avengers. And I'm still trying to figure out how they shot the show, because at some point during when the series was being made, Jeremy Renner was in a hospital. He got ran over by his own snowplow and was like in a hospital, had to learn how to walk and talk and shit, was like in a fucking coma. So I'm like, how the hell did they film these scenes? He was in the hospital. So either my man's just like acting from his bed or they use CGI. I don't know. But I was like, damn, this guy's good. He got ran over by a snowplow and he's back at work next day. Oh my God. I was like, Jesus Christ, this man is not, he's not human. He's not human. But I'm sure between filming or something, maybe they shot a lot of scenes and then added him in later or something, because I'm like, man, there's no way. There was like legit 6 months, this dude was like in a hospital bed, couldn't walk, couldn't talk. So I don't know how he could act on this show. But if he did that, he deserves an Oscar for sure. Hello, I've been in a coma. I'm ready for work. Oh man, I'm struggling with Landman. So all of these two shows have in common is they're written by the same person, Taylor Sheridan, who wrote the TV show Yellowstone. So I'm struggling a little bit with Landman because Billy Bob Thornton. I don't know, man. Something about him. I'm struggling to get behind this man. But I love everybody else on the show, and with this show, it's just like, I can't even begin to explain it because it just seems like every time you turn around, somebody's getting killed on that show. And I'm like, how are you guys going to have a show if you're killing everybody? I basically want to call it the country version of Game of Thrones. You get introduced to a character for like 2 seconds and all of a sudden, like, they fucking die. And you're like, wait, huh? What just happened? But just to kind of give you a backdrop. So Landman has Billy Bob Thornton in there, Demi Moore, John Hamm from Mad Men, and a couple other famous people are in that show. But basically, Billy Bob Thornton is running this oil pump in in Texas, and it's his oil business that he's, and he's got to have people pump oil. And so obviously, this is not a lighthearted job. It's a very dangerous job. People get hurt. So I just find it hilarious that literally every episode somebody is getting killed. I'm like, Jesus, man, hey, can we keep everybody together for one episode? Can we do that? Somebody's always dying on this show. I don't understand. Oh, man. But I highly recommend Mayor of Kingstown for sure. Jeremy Renner is a badass former convict who's like a private investigator. So he be doing some crazy ass shit. And like I said, Landman is Billy Bob Thornton running this oil company and all the shit he got to go through with that. I mean, Landman, with the exception of Billy Bob, is so good. They got me shopping for cowboy hats in between the commercials. I was like, I need one of these cowboy hats. Oh, dear God. I was like, I got to go work in the oil field. I got to help Billy Bob. Oh, man. Okay, well, so we should talk about some UFC stuff. Like, if you have Instagram, please do yourself a favor. Go to my Instagram and look at the last thing I posted. Holy smokes. This championship fight, the dude broke his elbow. You see it snap. He fell down on the ground, and he did the one thing you're not supposed to do when you fall. As a martial artist, they teach you to break fall. As a martial artist, they teach you to break fall. And so when you're falling, you never want to extend your hand out because that's going to take the brute force of impact. And, when you're falling at a weird angle and you stick your hand out, well, things are going to break. And so I posted it on my Instagram. I'm surprised it's still up because it's pretty graphic. I'm not surprised this man's bone didn't compound fracture. It didn't blow out the back of his elbow. Like his bone completely, you see the two you see the elbow joint just completely just become detached under his skin. You see it separate and wobble around in there, and then he falls down and he's holding it. But the UFC is claiming that it's his shoulder that's hurt. But we all saw it. Millions of people saw it. You broke your elbow, sir. And that's a very hard bone to break. That thing just fucking snapped, man. You can see it just become disconnected, and you see the separation in his skin from the bone. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to be sick. I was like, oh, damn. But I did post it. But man, the fight life, what the hell? These things happen. That exact same thing happened to me, but I didn't break my elbow. The only difference is I was actually able to turn and roll. So I had kicked my friend, and he had caught my foot. So rather than let him dump me on my shoulder, I just turned my back to him and just rolled on the street. So I got lucky I didn't break my elbow as well, and other things. So it looked cool to everybody. They thought I'm a ninja. But also Las Vegas PD wasn't too fond of that as well and thought my friend was assaulting me. So we had to calm them down because that was not the case. So so if you're going to play fight, make sure you do it at the gym or away from the police because you might get thrown in the drunk tank. Luckily, my friend was able to talk to the policeman and we were not detained for very long. Oh, man. So back to UFC. So I have some UFC picks. This is the last card of the year, and then we will not have UFC fights for 6 motherfucking weeks. I mean, this is just the worst news that is possible. I mean, 6 weeks, no fights. What am I going to do with myself? What am I going to do? So what we're going to do is we're going to enjoy this last card of the year and then fall into the Great Depression. I already told my fight homie, I said, here comes the Great Depression. Oh, man. But these things have to happen. I understand it's the holidays. Obviously, we don't want people fighting during the holidays because then they would have to pay them overtime, and UFC is notoriously cheap. So, after the holidays, we will have fights. January 24th, we'll have fights and we'll be back at it. So, but in the meantime, last UFC card of the year, I've got Janny Horth, Guillermo Pat, Luna Santos, Steven Espeland, Yaroslav Amosov, Jarenderton Brito, Jillian Robertson, Lean Mean Bobby Green, Marcus Almeida, Melquizal Costa, and Seziani Ole Kishkikat. Oh, shit, that is not how you say that. Cezanne Ole Kishizak. Ole Kishizak. Holy shit. So, I messed up that name. Poor man, I'm sorry. Polish names are hard to say because you got the J and the Z. There's the whole thing together. Oleksiy Zizak. No, Oleksiy. I'm going to get this right. Oleksiy Zizak. There we go. We made it. Zizani Oleksiy Zizak. Then Chiga Jiketsi and Brandon Rovell. Please, for the love of God, America is counting on you to destroy this Nigerian Manel Nape. He is just so annoying. And he's developed the Conor McGregor syndrome without the paycheck. And we got to put a stop to that. It's bad enough we got one Conor. We don't need another. Surely you understand. All right, folks. That is going to do it for me. I will talk to y'all next week. But until next time, this is Rambo Radio. I'm out. Peace.